The Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels situation has gotten worse since the last time we covered it.
I don't do no sucking shit. No sucking shit on me.
I'm from Detroit right
Say
now.
I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now. Phone right down, right now. I'm going up back. I don't give a fuck about this shit. I'm doing this shit for the internet.
I'll show you I ain't doing it for the internet.
Ain't no, cause you ain't gonna do shit. Cause you're not gonna do shit.
Come at me with that dick sucking again.
You're not gonna
come at me with. Say I suck again.
We can go all back right now. We can go all back right now. I'm with it.
I bet you won't say that.
We can go all back right now.
Before the video even gets started, I want to put y'all onto the best money play right now on the internet called Free Cash. These folks is literally paying you to play video games, bro. Like little mini games like this, you hop on your phone, you play them, and you get paid to play it, bro. It's 100% trackable, transparent. You see exactly how much you're making as you play it. If somebody is willing to pay you to play video games, you probably want to play it because you don't know how long it's going to last. Scan my QR code or click the link in my description to download the app and get started. You know by now that this argument started and they almost came to blows because Anton Daniels said that Corey Holcomb be sucking black people's D in a conversation about holding your own people accountable. Corey Holcomb says Anton Daniels only speak badly about black people and don't address white people at all. Anton Daniels said that Corey Holcomb's only speak highly of black people and he be sucking their D. That got, Corey Holcomb very upset. Anton Daniels, to his credit, didn't back down. Corey Holcomb ultimately chose to be mature and not get violent with Anton Daniels during the podcast. But Anton Daniels' actions after this podcast has made Corey Holcomb regret not being violent with Anton.
Right here, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
That was like this.
Yeah.
He was holding the microphone like this. That's
okay.
That's the honest to God on everything. That was shaking like a stripper, bro.
So Corey Holcomb was shaking in his boots, terrified of Anton Daniels. I got it.
I know people don't know this, but that's what I do. I don't talk about it online. I shoot fair ones all the time.
Anton, bro. Yeah, I blame Corey Holcomb, man. A square catch, 1W, man, they start acting outside their body.
I got 3 brothers, nephews, friends. If we have a problem, we shoot a fair one.
Yeah.
That's not me being tough. I'm not tough. I'm not none of that shit. Let me be very clear. I want to be very, very clear. I want you to hear it from me directly. I would have beat the shit out of Corey.
Corey Holcomb really created a monster, bro. But the nastiest part about this all is Anton saying that he did this for Black MAGA.
Free media says, thank you for standing tall for black conservative men. Oh yeah, they think they think that just because we Republican and we conservative that we
Crazy how squares switch up so fast. Yo, a square will go from, I'm not a violent guy, I'm not a tough guy, man, I don't want no smoke, bro, I'm not gangster, to the moment they was able to finesse or swindle a W in the internet's eyes in a physical confrontation, they will go from, oh, I'm not no tough guy, to language like this in a heartbeat.
Corey would have got the shit beat out of him.
Anton has gotten so beside himself after getting his W over Corey Holcomb that Anton is now telling people that podcasters are terrified to sit down and look him in his eyes in person, as if like he's some type of boogeyman or something, man.
I'm keeping it 100, bro. I'm keeping it 100. Man, I knew that wasn't gonna do nothing. That was shaking like a stripper. He telling Darlene, "Hey, move over there. Let me get next to this." That's for the internet. That's straight up for the internet. I never moved. I sat right there, right next to that, and I continued to cook that the whole time. I was in his backyard. I'm in LA right now in his spot with his people all around talking to that. Talking to that. Let me tell you, he never coming back from this. That's why I'm telling y'all, whenever his show ends, need to download that shit and never let him forget it, because I don't go based off. That's why I told Mika, right? Because I had Mika with me. And the reason why I brought Mika with me is because I wanted to promote her show and shit. Neither here nor there. I told Mika, I told my security, and I told somebody else. I said, I'm not doing nobody else's platform unless it's going to be face to face. I told a Millionaire Morning Show that. Because everybody talk a good game until you right there in front of them.
All right, man. The industry terrified of Anton Daniels, man. All right, bro. All right, man. Yo, some people just aren't used to taking W's, man. I'm actually a fan of Anton Daniels, the content creator, because Anton Daniels, he put in a lot of hard work, and he produces a lot of content that are somewhat entertaining. I kind of click off once Anton Daniels start getting into like the shucking and jiving and the bootlicking. I kind of click off because I don't want to have a negative opinion of Anton Daniels. Feel me, bro? Like I don't really want to, like hate the dude, bro. Right? And and certain things he get into, I just can't rock with. But this new arc now of like he Suge Knight now, he Suge. Right, the industry don't want to see him in person because they know what's up.
Let me tell you something. Every last one of these, if they ever want to do something in person, I'm pulling up. I told that on the phone before I even pulled up. I said, bro, I know you're going to come at me weird, but just know you're going to get the same energy. I told him straight up on the phone. So that's why I bullied that on his own platform, a ass comedian. I bullied that. Let me tell you something, bro. Okay. He said, who I coward? I said, Dave Chappelle, you scared of Dave. I told that straight up to his face on his own platform. I said, you scared. You tiptoed around in there when you reviewed his platform.
All right, so Anton, what was
so my point is this, man, I'm not worried about it. I got the people I got around me is different, bro. Let me tell you, I know the same people that he know. Y'all be thinking that, man, listen, bro, listen. Ain't nobody tough. I'm not pretending to be tough. I'm not none of that.
But you are pretending. But you are pretending to be tough. You call this man a B. You call this man out of his name. You say you would have put him to sleep. You is popping it right now. I'm going to let y'all in on a secret. Anton Daniels finessed Corey Holcomb during his interaction. Anton understood his security was there. So, like, Corey Holcomb really couldn't do anything to him. He had armed security with him at Corey Holcomb's podcast. So when Anton, like, kept on saying, hey, bro, let's go outside. If you really want to fight, let's go outside. Anton understood the minute they hop off camera and go outside, his security is not allowing him to fight or get touched. So there was no expectation of Anton being in danger right? Because, again, it was Anton and Corey Holcomb had his staff and some dudes he rocked with there, but Anton was the only one there with security, armed security at that. So, like, there's very little Corey Holcomb could have done to Anton. So Anton walked in, I think, looking to mark out Corey Holcomb, knowing that, like, there's only so far this could go. But the fact that Anton is now saying, oh, I'm not trying to be tough, while at the same time being tough is like, bro, it's not... I don't think Anton can fool the internet into thinking he's something he's not, because I feel like right now we all have a perception of who Anton is for the most part, and this interaction didn't really change that,
So it's either do something or leave, because what you do is now you putting the security in a situation. Now you getting Mika in a situation, right? Yeah. Now you putting them in something, and they got to respond because, it's going if it go there, it get fucked up. So it's either you go or you do something about it. I'm not a tough guy, so I left.
Can I ask you this?
Once it start going there, and you know what I'm saying, it's just like, I've already done my due diligence. I've already kicked his ass on his own platform. It's time to go.
Yeah. So can I ask you, what was the overall goal of going on the platform? Like, was you hoping to get something insinuating?
He said you insinuating you was there without you. I'm not here with my. I just talked to my chick on the phone, literally.
Okay. Why do you think it went left to begin with? Just
because he's used to think because you're Republican and you conservative or whatever, that shit is just, I don't think he know, right? Because don't nobody know nobody until they actually in front of him, right? And he used to, and I told him that shit. I said, you used to being around people that don't say nothing to you when you say something to them, because it is what it is. And so, That was his weakness. He's not. Listen. He's not intellectual enough to be able to talk. He can't hold. I realized that in the very beginning is that, like, on some debate or conversation type shit.
He's a
he's not intellectual enough on that tip. So when you start to lose that part of the conversation,
that's a misrepresentation of what took place. Corey Holcomb got upset after you said that he be sucking black people's D, right? Because he's a older dude from Chicago. Bro, saying suck my D or you suck D, those are fighting words right there. So that's why he got upset. But before then, like, they were not hostile towards each other, right? Like, they were having a conversation. They both disagreed. I feel like Corey Holcomb reflect a lot of the frustrations a lot of us have with Anton, right? That Anton could be doing good, but he chose, to do all the wrong things with his time, right? He chose to disparage black people. Like, even during a conversation with Corey Holcomb, Anton on one side of his mouth says he don't identify as black, but then when it's time to disparage black folks and use, his identity to do so, he then says, we as black people are horrible and terrible and this and this and this. So, like, do you identify with black people or do you not identify with black people? And, like, Anton was talking on both sides of his mouth, and that's why Corey got frustrated.
But the position you and your people are in.
Who is my people?
Black people. Do you claim black people?
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say you're a black man first, I think something's wrong with that.
Black is a construct.
But religion as a concept and an institution is also a construct. And that didn't stop you from saying you identify only as a Christian man or first as a Christian man. And you never even claim to identify as being black. So when it's time, right, to identify as black, to understand the struggle, you refuse to identify as black. But when it's time to criticize black people, you automatically identify as black and reference we when you reference black people so you could criticize them easier. There's a major problem with that. Peep how he just says black is a construct. He don't even know what black means. He's not black. But watch how that tone automatically pivots when it's time to criticize black people.
See, the thing about white people, you think that racism is inherently in them. Racism is inherently in all of us. Black people is some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life. We don't even like each other.
So can I ask you a question?
No, hold on. Let's stay there.
Okay.
We don't even like each other.
That would have made me lose my mind, bruh. Like, you not black when it's time to identify with our struggle, but all of a sudden you black when you want to criticize us. It doesn't make sense. That would have had me lose my mind too. And we all watched a particular clip, and we all seen how this started. It started because Corey Holcomb asked Anton Daniels, bro, you've been criticizing black folks this entire podcast. Can you say one thing about white people? Anton refused. Anton said he's not here to talk about white people. And it's like, bro, as a man, how do you feel comfortable with yourself moving like this? Like, nobody got an issue with nobody got a real personal deep issue with Anton. It's just like, as a man, how do you move like this and sleep at night?
So insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it.
I'm going to answer your question.
Okay.
I'm going to answer your question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this. The majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
It's easy to say all black people are stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not. I don't think you got people all the time.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me? Because I don't know.
I talk about liberal white women literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single day.
Caucasian female, the biggest enemy.
Literally, white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But we gonna get there because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the core.
No, I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. We say that, but here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall of it?
I'm an equal accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you
taking you don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You're too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you said something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you
just nasty work, man. Nasty work, bro. I don't know how Anton sleep at night, man, but I'm not Anton. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how Adin Ross just got exposed again. I'm going to see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. If you enjoy watching my videos, please send me a hype to this video. Liking and subscribing helps, but sending a hype is how you push these videos in the algorithm for your favorite creators. I'm going to see you guys in this Adin Ross video, okay? I'm out of here, folks. Peace.